Everybody, my name's Chris, and this is We Love Comics. It is 20 to 3 Eastern Time in the PM, 10th of, I was going to say 10th of January, 10th of July, 2025. Welcome, one and all. My name is Chris, and this is We Love Comics. And I have a couple of unboxings I want to do for you. Both of these are Golden Age books, and let's just get right into it. But before we do, while we're waiting for people to see that I am live, let's give a shout out to all my paid Patreon members. If you want to join my Patreon and support what I do, you can go to patreon.com/. We Love Comics. When you go there, there won't be any extra content because I do not believe in members having to pay for information. Everything that I provide is free on my channel. All my advice, all my tips, everything. This is just for people who want to support what I do and also help with the stray animals that I take care of around the neighborhood. So you'll get a shout out every single video. And if I get to 20 paid members in any given month, I'll do some giveaways. So shout out to Sith Lord, Michael, Kevin, Dan, Herbert, Annabelle, Jason, Kim, Blessed. On YouTube, check out Kendall Kid Comics, Instagram at ScottWU077, Facebook, Stephen L. Turk, author. And last but not least on Instagram, check out at Silver Age Surfer _comics. If you want to see the tiers that I'm going to be doing for giveaways, we get up to 20 paid members in any given month. We'll do raffles. Basically, there is no minimum to join, but you'll get one entry for every $2 that you contribute. So the more you put, the better chances of winning. And I will ship all around the world, and I will pay for the shipping and handling. So it costs you nothing other than whatever your kind contribution is to my We Love Comics channel. So we got Pino in the live chat. Welcome. Good to see you. And if you want to critique the AI art, just a picture of, well, a AI artist drawing of Harley Quinn fitted in gold. I thought that would be appropriate. But let's get the boxings started. Here we go. Actually, no, I'm going to use a little smaller knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. So they are actually in boxes. As usual, I always tell people when you are buying online, never assume that a seller, especially if you're dealing with somebody on Amazon or, even some of the social networks, you never know. But definitely these days with eBay, and I got a story for you coming soon of an experience with eBay. But don't assume they know or care how to send books. So I always say, make sure you ask for protection. That could be used in a lot of different ways in life. This is the seller's idea of protection. I feel bad for their wife. But it arrived safely. That's all that matters. You just imagine sometimes if you don't ask for these things, what they can end up with. Now, this one's a lower grade book. It looks like the top was not all the way, but a little bit of a portion of it was completely ripped off. But I knew that when I bought it. But I just like this cover. I don't think there's anything significant of this book. And I paid basically about $2 more than what they were trying to sell it for. So if there's any significance, you can let me know. But here we go. First one is All Tops Comics number 9. Now, as you can see from here across, it's been ripped off. So it's not like back in the days when comic book stores would return unsold comics back in the Silver Age. They would rip like a quarter of the top off of any cover. That's why if you've ever seen those where there's a nice cut, that's why they did it. I think this, I don't know what caused that. Could have been a tape pull or something. Who knows? But I just think this is a cool cover. If anybody knows the artist, let me know. Now this looks like it was um like it's got like a bad miswrap, but that's actually part of the cover. So you could see that that's not a miswrap. But overall, I thought it was pretty cool. This came out in 1948. Whoever was selling this, if they were at a comic book store or something, was trying to sell it for 75. I paid with shipping and handling and taxes $77.01. So basically what the person was trying to sell it for, if I went into their store, who knows, what state this comic could have been in. But lower grade book, I just thought the cover was cool. So there's no major significance of that book. And, sometimes, people buy stuff just because they like the appeal of it. So nothing wrong with that. Like I tell people all the time, there is no wrong way to collect comics. Don't let anyone out there dictate to you what you choose to do, as long as, as long as you're not stealing books or, causing harm to others. There is never anything wrong with what you like and don't like, so don't ever let anybody dictate that. I mean, just the videos I did the other day about my opinion about movies, there was some people who were just so mad, like, heaven forbid I have a opinion about something that's different from theirs. But that's the world we live in these days. So this person taped the book down, but they didn't use the painter's tape. They used regular packing tape. That is a big no-no because, you can end up bending a comic because this stuff is meant to, securely wrap a package. So use the blue painter's tape. It's just easier. It's, it's going to be cheaper and less chance of damaging something. So this is actually, it's about a between a 3 and a 4. But again, I just really like the cover. So that's why I bought it. So this is Wonder Woman. This is issue number 22. So again, there is no major significance of this book early than other than just an early Wonder Woman. I didn't write down the year, but I would assume this is late 40s. If anybody wants to look it up and put it in the comment section, you can. I'm going to do that later. But obviously, Golden Age is anything before 1956, so 55 and down. So basically 1938 to 1955. But I think this would be around 46 to 48. So again, for a book that old, not bad. I mean, especially when you're talking a white cover. And of course, she's got her lasso of truth. I just really like this cover. Now, this is a more expensive book. Obviously, when you're talking early issues of Wonder Woman, I was fortunate enough a couple of months ago to be able to acquire Wonder Woman's third appearance, which for me, as of now, would be in my price range, even in low grade. But I really like the older Golden Age books, and just the way they drew her just really looks nice. You could agree, you could disagree. I'll leave that up to you. But overall, I mean, there is, like, you can see it's not missing, but it's definitely folded over. So that could be fixed a little bit. Same thing here. That's not missing. Again, it's folded over. No, that little piece is missing there. But I mean, I knew this was a lower grade. So this book in about a 5.0 sells for about $600. So this isn't a $20 book. I mean, books like this are going to be a little bit cheaper because, it's not a superhero comic and it doesn't have any major significance or anything. Even though this doesn't have major significance, you're talking an early Golden Age Wonder Woman. I paid $287.08, and again, including shipping and handling. So definitely great books to add to the collection. There's something about Golden Age books for me. I mean, obviously that's before my time. I'm old, but I'm not that old. But they were wider. They were definitely cheaper. Just again, for a book from the 40s, and look how red the Wonder Woman is, and how colorful her costume is. And I think it really just goes with the white background. I mean, they were simpler drawings back then. Not all the time, obviously, but it focuses your attention on Wonder Woman, and the colors for a book that old, not bad at all. So I think price wise, I think it did pretty decent on that book. I should get that graded at some point, but we'll see. So let's see. Pino says Old Hot Comics is not a key book. Obviously, yeah, I said that. I didn't buy it for a key book. I bought it because I just like the cover. Still cool to have. Yeah, I agree. Some people may disagree. I mean, everybody collects what they love. I just thought that was a cool cover, and I was willing to spend the money on it. It wasn't hundreds of dollars, so for me, under $80 for an older book, I'll take the chance on it. Uh, Pino says Wonder Woman, not a key book. Again, I said the same thing. It's definitely not a key book. I didn't buy it for a key. I just bought it because I just like the cover and I love collecting early Golden Age, especially, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman included. I just thought they were cool to add. So normally you guys know me, I like to buy key issues, but it also shows I like to buy especially older books where it's just nice covers. And for a book again from the late 40s, um, I mean the colors really pop. So for me, getting it graded preserves it. So Gary Hahn says, I bought a Superman #1 and it arrived this morning just in time for the movie. Going to see it tonight. Well, Gary, the fact that you own Superman #1, congratulations on that. That's closest I have is a Superman 2. So, but Superman 1 cannot go wrong with that. So that's a Grail purchase right there. So, um, let me know what you thought about the movie Superman. I'm a Superman fan. Just not interested in seeing the movie. I know that really ruffled some people's feathers in the comic book community or whoever it was that was leaving the comments. And that's fine. I'm not going to get into that here. You can watch the other videos if you want to. But hope you enjoy it because that's what all that matters. It doesn't matter if everybody loves something or everybody hates something. It's what you enjoy and what you want to avoid. That's all that matters. So hope you have a great time. And if you ever want to leave a comment about what you thought about the movie, obviously don't put spoilers for people. Me, it won't matter, but just in case for other people that may want to see it. So those are the two books. And yet, Gary, as you say, to each their own. That's how it should be. But unfortunately, in this world these days, that seems to be the exception and not the rule these days. But crazy is as crazy does. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Short little video. If you want to thumb it up, great. If you want to thumb it down, fantastic. You could subscribe or unsubscribe, and you could leave a comment after the beep once this video uploads. And once again, if you want to support me on Patreon, and like I say all the time, probably 95% of the contributions that come from my Patreon collaborators goes towards helping to take care of stray cats, getting them spayed and neutered, obviously, but paying for their food and water and vet bills. And trust me, they do need them. So that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Check out all the other videos on YouTube with the comic book community. Let's show support. Enjoy whatever movies you want to see and whatever comics you want to collect. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it's not you. It is not I. It is We Love Comics. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next video. And don't forget to have your trolls spayed or neutered. Peace out.